Hello, I know the audio is going to sound terrible because I'm tired, and because, as you're about to find out, none of my fucking mics work. But, let's go. Alright, so we need an Untitled VT this week, and we don't often show you what goes into actually sorting things out. Now, this is a bad example because this is personal kit. Ignore the state of my room. But this is my personal desk. We did it on show and tell, and it is kind of cool. It can have two USBs, two USB ins, and then Bluetooth as well, all at the same time. So multi-channel, you can send multi-channels to it. Now Linux, which is what I've got running on this laptop, which was also on show and tell the other week, famously is bad at audio drivers. So I was trying to get this desk to work with the two USB outputs on Linux, and I spent ages with loads of config files. If I just increase my brightness quickly, and I go along to my terminal, I was messing about. That's Vim. That's not what I wanted. But I spent loads. Hang on, right. I'm gonna cut ahead. Hello, I'm back. I finally was prepared. But anyway, this is what I've been up to. I've spent so much time editing this file here, etc pulse default.pa, and what I've done is, I'll hold for password. And there we are. What I've done is at the bottom of this, now this is terrible, I am filming on a laptop with really low brightness, but I've added these two here. Now they're commented out because I was testing it, as you're about to find out, but these two commands here have basically split it. Basically, Linux thought this desk was 4.0 surround sound, which basically consists of a speaker front left, front right, rear left, rear right, and I was like, I don't want that. It was just sending all my audio to both channels because it thought either channel was rear and forward. So what that command does is it goes, hey, those front two speakers, they're actually left and right channel 1. Send them to USB channel 1. Or send whatever. Basically, it created a virtual thing that you'd select as channel 1, and then it would send it to front, left, front, right. And then it would create a channel 2 that I could send to separately, which is actually rear left, rear right. Which is basically just faking Linux to try and get both these faders working. Now, that worked. I could send to both channels, but then it came through really like tinny and awful. I was like, well, that sounds terrible. It sounds like there's a loose connection, but it's digital. That's not possible. So I went through and like did that out. I restarted it loads of times. Every time you restart Pulse, for one, it disconnected the Bluetooth, which was my third channel. And it also, for some reason, hid my taskbar, which is just dumb. And then now and again, it would crash the computer altogether. Don't know why Pulse has so much power over the computer, but whatever. And I was like, it still sounds terrible. And I spent like an hour, maybe 2 hours, on this laptop going, what the fuck? And then I went, fine, I'll make sure the desk still works. And I plugged it into my Windows Surface over here. On it, you can actually see the thread of me going insane on URY's Slack. And then it didn't work. And I was like, what? Why doesn't it work on Windows? Just works with this desk, but it didn't. And I was like, why? And then I was about to give up, and I yanked this headphone cable out. This one here, as you can see, it's partially out. It's not fully in like that. It's partially out. I yanked it out, got stuck there, and suddenly the audio sounded good. Now, what that means is this stupid little connector is not fucking working, and that means I spent an hour, maybe 40 minutes trying to diagnose this fucking problem, thinking it was a USB or a driver issue. Everything's fine. I want to go to bed. Anyway, this desk works now on Linux, which is kind of cool. I'm new to Linux, new to audio, and the fact I got it to work without realising, and then spent ages trying to fix it when it was working perfectly. Back to you in the studio, Jamie.